Hello everybody, it's your girl Bria Van Kooten and welcome back to another video. We are back with another one, y'all. Today I'm talking about sample sales. Yes, let's get into the art of the sample sale, how to dress for a sample sale, what to wear, what to expect, how to shop, all the things. And I'm gonna talk about 3 of my favorite sample sale pieces that I have bought. I have been asked questions about sample sales for the last couple of years, and now I want to talk about it. So let's get into it, y'all. Guys, it is your girl Bria Van Kooten. 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 Bria Van Kooten, and welcome back to my channel, y'all. Okay, let's get into these sample sales. Like I said, I've been asked about sample sales for the last couple of years because I have done multiple Ralph Lauren sample sale videos for the last couple of years, and everybody has been asking me and questioning me, how did you get invited? How did you go to the sample sale? How do you go to the Ralph Lauren sample sale? How do you get invited to the Ralph Lauren sample sale? And I've never answered not one question because I want to tell my business that I am a former Ralph Lauren employee. I used to work for the company, so that is how I got invited to the sample sales. For Ralph Lauren sample sales, it is extended to employees. So you do have to be working for the company. Occasionally, they gave us a +1 where we can bring a family member or a friend with us. But like I said, that's occasionally, that's sometimes. But if you have somebody that's close to you, of course, like when I went, I used to FaceTime my family, let them see what's there, and if they want anything, I would buy it for them. So if you have somebody close to you like that, you can do that as well. But yes, for Ralph Lauren sample sales, you have to be invited and you have to be an employee. It's not open to the public. So that is one thing I will say with the Ralph Lauren sample sales. I have gotten some great pieces at the Ralph Lauren sample sales. We'll talk about that at the end because I'm gonna talk about 3 pieces that I freaking love that I got, and I got for great prices. My favorite sample sale out of all the ones that I've been to, I would say I probably went to 4 or 5 sample sales at Ralph Lauren. I will link all of my videos up here in the card so you guys can check it out because I have vlogged and did a video every single time I went. But my favorite one would definitely have to be the first one I went to. It was in December 2021. That was my first year working at Ralph Lauren, and I went to that sample sale and it was fire. Like, I got the best pieces and great deals. Everything was $25 that I got. Yes, I got like a $2,000 purple label blazer for $25. 2 of them, 2 blazers, not just 1, 2. It was amazing. Like, I remember I was a kid in a candy store, like, just like, oh my gosh, I'm spending literally next to nothing. That is the Ralph Lauren side. Of course, there's other sides of sample sales where you can find out where it is. 1, Google. You can literally Google or TikTok or Instagram search sample sales and it would pop up. There's sometimes random sample sales where they have, like, I've seen like Versace sample sales and Balenciaga sample sales put on by different companies and brands. You just might see it randomly. One company that does it, it's based here in New York City, also in Miami, Chicago, Los Angeles, and Dallas. It is 260 sample sale. I have not been to a 260 sample sale before, but of course, living in New York City, I have seen the location multiple times and I follow them on Instagram, so I've seen when they post their sample sales. I would say if you want to find out about sample sales, follow 260 sample sale and follow In the Know sample sale. I believe they're only based in New York City, and you see the New York City sample sales pop up. So if you live in the New York City area or New York area or you're traveling, definitely follow those 2. And like I said, 260 sample sales have all those other locations besides New York City. But those 2, I definitely follow them and I definitely watch and keep up. What to wear to a sample sale? Wear whatever you want, okay? Wear whatever you want, whatever you feel good in, whatever makes you comfortable, whatever you look cute in. One thing about me, I'm gonna wear whatever I want, how I feel that day, and I'm gonna put it on and I'm gonna go. But you know, with the sample sale, depending on how large or small it is. If it's bigger, of course, you're going to be walking around, roaming around, looking around. If it's smaller, of course, it's less to look at. But of course, like I said, wear what you want, wear what you feel good and what you feel cute in. And if you want to be comfortable, you know, be comfortable. So tips and tricks on how to shop a sample sale. So for me, walking into the Ralph Lauren sample sales, when I would walk in, I would pretty much have an idea of things that I feel like might be there, because a lot of times with the sample sale, obviously, it is pieces from the previous season. So if you keep up with the collections and you keep up with the pieces, then you have an idea what was in the previous season. So you have an idea like, oh, okay, hopefully this is here, hopefully this is here. So you kind of walk in with a preconceived idea of what you might see. You might not see it, but you might see it. Because one piece that I did get, I saw it in a previous season and I wanted it and I got it, you know? A little manifestation, if you will. So I would say, I guess you might have an idea of what you want. I would definitely say walk in, take one lap around. One full lap. For me, I take one lap just to see what it's giving. Now my second lap, that's when I start picking things up. Because now if I take a second lap and I'm like, all right, I want this. In my first lap, I might do the same thing. Because if it's a piece that you see and you know it's a piece that is hot, you better pick it up on the first lap. Because somebody else will pick it up in that first lap. But you might get lucky, you might see it in the second lap. So I'll say first lap, take a look around, see what's there. Look around, touch, roam. Second lap, now you start picking up. Looking at prices, seeing things, grabbing things, right? Now you do a third lap. Yes, you have to go look again because you might miss something. And a lot of times with sample sales, as you're walking around and shopping, they're adding pieces. Well, for Ralph Lauren, I could say they're adding pieces while you're walking around and shopping. So new things are coming out of boxes. So you might see something else. So you do a third lap. Now, after the third lap, you have some things in your hand. You look over those things. Look at the size, feel it, look at the material, look at the price again. You might have a budget in mind that you don't want to go over. You know, you might want to think about that as well. So now you add things up. You look at prices, you see it. All right. You might put something back. You might keep it all. It all depends. Now we do a fourth lap. Yes, one more time just to see. You know, let's see. It's again, like I said, as you're walking around, they're adding things. So they might be adding something new. I will say, depending on the sample sale, they'll probably have like a time limit. I know with Ralph Lauren, they had, I think it was like an hour and a half. There was times where I definitely was in there for like 2 hours, 2 hours and a half, because they don't really know who's in there during what's your time, because they gave us like time slots. So you have to sign up for like a time slot. So they might not know that you was in there for all that time because new people are coming in for their time slot, so they might lose track of you. So you can probably stay longer, you know? So yes, you do that fourth lap. You do that fifth lap. And you might be able to do a sixth lap. Like, as much as you can lap. If they're telling you, all right, wrap it up, leave, you might have to leave. But if not, keep going, because like I said, as you're shopping, they're putting out new things, so you might see it. So now you get to the end, you figure out what you want, take a look again, look through, see what you have. If you need to put something back, put it back. If you want to keep it, keep it. Now you make your way to the front, and you might be surprised because there might be better deals in the front. A lot of times with sample sales, they'll have like a sheet where they're like, okay, jackets is one price, shirts up one price, shoes one price, but then you might get to the front and it might be lower. Or they might make an announcement during the sample sales. I remember the sample sale I was telling you guys about the first year that I went. It was 3 days. The first 2 days, they had that thing where it was jackets, $100, blazers, $200, shoes, $50. Like it was like marked for each category. The last day, everything was $25. So a lot of the times, your last day might be the best bet because they will drop everything down to a crazy price. Like the first day will be whatever price it is. The second day, they might lower it. And then the third day, they'll drop it all the way down. And I got, like I said, everything for $25. And then you might get to the front, because I remember I had that experience where I thought I got these leather pants, which I thought was like $75. When I got to the front, I found out it was $20. 100% double R raw leather pants. Freaking love these pants. Definitely one of my favorite pieces. So now you get to the front, you check out, you buy your things. Of course, it is final sale because it is a sample sale. You cannot go back and return. So that's why I say, look over your things, make sure you want it. If there's a fitting room, try it on. If there's no fitting room, if you can try it on like open, try it if it's a jacket or a blazer or something that you could just throw over what you have on. Throw it over and try it on, because like I said, you can't return it. It's a sample sale. It's not like you're walking into a Bloomingdale's, a H&M, whatever. Like you have to make sure, if you want, you can't return it. Like you cannot return it. If you want to sell it, you sell it. If you want to give it away, you give it away. If you're buying a gift, you know, but you can't return her. It's a sample sale. It is final sale. Okay, last but not least, let's discuss my 3 favorite sample sale pieces. And as I'm speaking in this video, I'm thinking about more pieces that I got, because like I said, the leather pants, those pants were sick. But let's get into the 3 pieces that I had in mind first. So the first one would definitely have to be this mesh Purple Label tank that I got. It is in this knitted mesh material. It is so good, and it's also mixed with silk. I'm definitely taking this on my vacation, so she's gonna be a moment on the trip, but I love her. Like, she is so good. I have styled it. So far, I've worn it twice, and I've styled it 2 different ways. I wore it with no shirt the first time, nothing underneath. It was just titties out, okay? And then the second time I wore it with like a button down underneath, and I layered it over. But she is super, super cute. Piece number 2, the second piece I want to get into is this dress. Is a gown, okay? This gown was sickening. Oh, and the mesh top, that top was $800. I got it for $40, okay? Yeah, all right? Then the second piece, it is a gown. Oh, this gown, this is what I'm talking about. Because this gown, I went to the sample store, I did my first lap, and I did not see her. But this is what I mean. They might be putting things out, somebody might have had it and put it back, but they should have never done that. Your girl did a second lap. I saw something gold peeking out. And this is the piece I was saying that I saw in a previous collection, because I got this dress, this gown in 2023. That year I turned 30, and I wanted to wear this gown for my 30th birthday. At the time, this gown was $6,000. And even with my discount, it still would have been $3,000. Okay, yeah, no. No, I did wear something else that was Ralph Lauren. But this gown was everything. It is a safari gown with the zippers, like sickening. So when I said, I know that ain't what I think it is in that gold in that corner. I speed walked over, and sure, the gown was there. This gown, like I said, this gown was $6,000. I got it for $65, y'all. When I said I picked it up, I didn't care what size it was. I saw $65 and I held on to that sucker. Because I was like, I don't care what size it is. I have to get this. I will take it to the tailor and do whatever. Take it out, take it in, whatever. Okay? The chest area does not fit. It is too tight. So the model who had it on is definitely a stick figure. Because now I have to take it to my tailor to open it, but I don't give a damn, okay? I had to go home with that piece. And the last piece, that's my favorite pieces, all my favorite pieces, is these boots. I got this on my first sample sale trip. I got these boots. They were $1,500 at the time. And this is what I mean. You might see a piece that's still in style, in collection. This piece was Purple Label. All 3 pieces are Purple Label collection pieces. This boot was still in the store for $1,500, $1,600. And I got it for $25. And they are so fab. Every time I wear it, I get stops, I get compliments every single time because they're so sexy. It is a heeled riding boot. And they're so, so good. Like, I love those boots. I can't wait to style it even more when, you know, fall, winter comes back around, but they are so good. There's so many good pieces that I got during these Ralph Lauren sample sales. Like, that's probably the one thing I miss working there that I'm not gonna be able to get invited to the sample sales anymore. But it's all good, it's all good. But such great, great pieces. Like I said, I will link all my sample sale videos throughout the cards, so you guys can go check it out if you've never checked it out before. But yes, y'all, those are my tips and tricks for navigating sample sales. And yeah, comment down below, let me know what you guys think. Subscribe to the channel to see more. Like the video, share the video, follow me on my social medias at Bria Van Kooten, my Instagram, my Twitter, my TikTok, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace, love, deuces.